Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Hope you guys are having a good Friday evening. It's time for us to head to the final day of the July Painting Challenge. This is it, man. We're done. We're done. We've accomplished everything that we set out to accomplish, and we've been in the bonus for several days now. And I'm just gonna paint, mess around. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me just send a quick note here. All right. So anyways, we're gonna get back to it, and I'm gonna prime these, and we're just gonna paint. It's interesting. We're gonna just paint without a goal, and we're gonna enjoy the final evening here. Getting all this stuff primed. This is Doom Patrol from Night Models, the Batman game, and I did have a lot of issues here with Elastigirl, so she might look weird when all is said and done. But we're gonna do our best to get this all at least prepped. Probably not gonna, obviously there's 6 miniatures here. I don't think I'm gonna be on for very long, anyways. But this could be something that we finish over the weekend to get all done up and ready. And yeah, this is just going to be a fun little pet project that we work on. So I need to. Hey, what's up? I'm a sleep schedule. You don't sleep, or you sleep during the day, like a lot of gamers. I assume you sleep in during the day. Most gamers I know sleep in. Like, they don't wake up early. That has been my experience with these things. Let's go ahead and let's get these underway. We're gonna do a little bit of airbrushing, so it's gonna be a little bit noisier tonight than it is on typical streams. But we're gonna get these prepped up, and then we're gonna work on Batgirl, I guess, for the most part. So we'll get that going, and yeah. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or threats. Ooh, actually did a pretty good job cleaning this out, so nice. So we'll get this going. We'll get this up here. Been a very full day today. Very full day. Got to play some Guild Ball earlier in the day. I did record that game, so that may make it to the channel, at some point. Probably, I want to say probably within the next week or so, I'll get that game up. I need to actually, well, there's not much to remember on it. It was a pretty quick game. So I just have to, put it together, do voiceover. It's something I can do pretty quickly. So let's just get some primer done on these models. I forget her name. Her name is Crazy Mary or something like that. And she is actually a mentally ill character. And she has rules for her schizophrenia in-game, which is interesting. This Elastigirl, I'm going to see if, you can see it's not, her leg is kind of weird looking. So hopefully I can at least paint this to a point where it looks okay. Ooh, wait. Little booger that I could not clear earlier, I suppose. Let's clear it right now. Ooh, the model is so brittle. this particular scope of this batch of resin is really troublesome. There we go. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and get Elastigirl. Ooh, man. No, I'm still seeing flash everywhere on this model. And with these pieces are so long and spindly, I don't know if I could do this without breaking the model, which I'd already broken this model a few different ways before we've even finished assembling it. There we go. See that? Look at that big old hole there from the resin. It's really bad. Let me take some photos of this. I can send it to Night Models. Maybe they'll send me a new one. Cause that's pretty atrocious. Pretty bad. So let's oops, sorry about that. Yeah, there's like a big old hole in the back of her leg. And there's a big old hole right there in the front of her leg. Super poor cast. Maybe Night Models will send me a new one. Hopefully, we'll see. That would be cool. But that's pretty poor quality. That's just a poor quality cast. Oh, I can't even read the... Hold on. What's your record for breaking a model before finishing the paint job? What's my record? You mean like how many times have I broken a model before completing it? I don't know. That's a good question. Some models like this just have problems from beginning to end. Look at that. That's really... Well, I mean, we'll paint her up. I don't know. If I get a new one, I'll just replace it. Hey, what's up, Congo? You're going to go to bed, Congo? Now that the challenge is over, should be able to join you back on PSO2 pretty soon here. All right, I should have a bit more free time. I probably have a little bit of time before the next commissions, the waves of commissions come in, so we're cool there. Look at Robot Man. I love his head. He's just cool looking. Robot Man may be my favorite sculpt out of Doom Patrol. They're just so goofy looking. These look so goofy compared to all the like serious looking Batman miniatures. You've been playing the Old Republic, but you've been period-logging into PSO2. Yeah, and one of my buddies that's really into PSO2 was trying to share some information with me about like an expansion or something like that, and I don't know. I don't understand what he was trying to share with me. So I'll actually have to pay attention the next time I talk with him. So this is the chief, which is kind of like a bad Professor X. And last but certainly not least, Negative Man, who is actually my favorite character right now out of this set. Because his name is Negative Man. Because I gotta love that. But yeah, this is a really weird art style to be painting. You know, especially for Night Models. This is just not within their typical realm. They announced a 20th anniversary expansion for next year. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay, well that's cool. Look at that. Even with a good seam there, it looks like it shifted. That's a bummer. Let's see if I can fix that super fast. Let's see. I don't like... Ooh. Yeah, I do not like these little things here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of plastic putty there. And I'll let this dry and then kind of sand it off. What you can also do, there's the really nice version of this putty that's like really toxic, but you could put it on like that and then basically just wipe it off with your finger, and it will fill perfectly, which is not what plastic putty does, but plastic putty will get you pretty close, honestly. Right, that seam will go away once we paint it. This looks good. All right. And let's let the donkey dry down here for a minute. All right. We're doing okay. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna, for day 31, we're just gonna do basically hobby, I guess. This is the last day of 31 consecutive days of hobby. You know, I've had some days that were lighter than others, but I still, for 31 days straight, I was able to make it to the painting table, which is something I've never been able to say in past painting challenges. So that's an interesting accomplishment, and it's not part of your typical goal. Your goal is really around the uploads, getting an upload up every day for 31 days. But getting actual hobby time for 31 days is pretty awesome. All right. Oh, her name is Crazy Jane. That's right. And I love the expression on her face. It's really neat. She's a very simple model. She looks kind of like Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club. And Ali Sheedy was that crazy sort of emo goth character. And we got Elastigirl. Ooh. But I like to have bare skin primed very light. It allows me to play with the skin tone. It's a little easier to play with the skin tones. Look at that big old hole in her elbow. I'm gonna take a picture of that too. There's just all kinds of problems with this Elastigirl. They did not do a good job on it. Alright, so there's that. There we go. Okay. Okadok. Let's put a little plastic putty on it, which I shouldn't be doing while priming, but hey, this model is sort of DOA anyway, so it's not like we're really gonna ruin it by doing this. But yeah, we might as well. Let's fill that, and let's fill the back of the calf here, which is a shame. Look at that. That's a shame. right, and get it in that crack, and then basically we're just gonna wipe it flush. It almost looks like Elastigirl got attacked by a dog that just like ripped her whole leg into pieces. That leg is pretty bad. Right. Well, I can't. Alright. Right, okay. We'll let that dry for a second. Let's move on to some of the other models here. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's all kinds of bad. Look at that sculpt. There's like holes in these sculpts. Well, that one's not too bad. I can actually. This is just wow. I just got a bad kit, man. Maybe this was a kit that was like towards the end of their run or something, and just a lot of garbage. But it's one of the reasons why I tend to hate resin kits is because that poor quality is fairly common. Anyone who's worked with Finecast will tell you that's just poor quality. Okay. But you know, I'm still gonna put these together, paint them up, and play them because I want to play some Doom Patrol. They have some of the weirdest rules ever, and so it kind of makes them very entertaining. Actually, geez, there is just all kinds of cred on these. Okay. All right. Whoa. I wonder how much color blocking I can do with airbrush. It's not bad. Okay. Okay. See if I can at least. The skin is going to be very gritty and scratchy. There's like a hole in like every piece of this model. It's really kind of sad. Oh, hey, what's up, Zippy Zool? Night models have gotten worse. I trade BMG plus sell custom cards, and the amount of people complain, including myself, the bad state the models come in. Yeah, it's like they're. I don't know, what do you attribute that to? Like, it's just poor. It's just poor casting. Right? It's just not like that's not a mold line. That's actually that right there is not a mold line. That's a gap. It's a giant hole in her leg that's running all the way down. Right? There's not a whole lot that we can effectively do about that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Forget the color blocking. We're just gonna, whoa. We're just gonna chill and paint for a minute. Maybe we'll just work on Batgirl for the most part, and then I may move over, start doing a little bit of skin. They have fallen out with 3 separate casters. Now they have had to cut corners. Yeah, but I did not know all that background information, so thank you for sharing that with us. But yeah, it's very frustrating. I remember when this model was metal, was one of the worst kits. I considered it the worst kit in all of miniatures when it was metal, and it had fitting the pieces together was awful, and it was a model that had no center of gravity, so it had, it was constantly falling apart. It just was not a good model. So, okay. Anyways, enough complaining. Let's go ahead and let's get some Babs done. Because even though she's eternal, I still want to put her on the table. Firefly is worse. I built Firefly, and the reason why I feel like her metal is worse than Firefly is not so much the cape, it's the way, if you remember how the 2 legs went together and then it formed a cup for her torso, and it just never fit. The cape never really fit her hair to her head correctly. She just had, even when you put her together right, she had problems. And she didn't really, the way they split the model, which is Night Models just always does this, it wasn't conducive to pinning. A model like this, you need it to stand up on its tippy toes. Like, my expectation is that, I'm going to pin it. But the way that they fit those pieces together, that just wasn't the best way to do that, so that you could pin it. And then also, Tactical Rock behind the leg is just sad. Tactical Rock, it just makes me sad. Here's Tactical Rock there. I still have Night Models kits. I still have some metal kits that I wanted to put together, but it'll be a while. Oh shoot! I should have put together Joker's daughter so I could prime her. But we'll worry about that later. But like, I have a Dinah, which isn't a terrible model, but again, Tactical Rock always pisses me off. And the way they did the webbing on her arms and her leggings, it also can get upsetting. Her head is a separate piece, and then her arms. Here's what kind of drives me crazy. So, and I'll show you real quick. I'll just pop it open. I think that the Birds of Prey, the live action Black Canary, I think she's okay. Like, she's a decent sculpt. But I don't know, I just like the classic comic look of the models. I like classic Dinah here. Here's my issue with this. And it looks like, yeah, this is actually the right arm. So you can see here, it's a wedge fit, right? So it kind of cups in there, and you're supposed to fit that arm in there, right? And you can see it's really stupid and imprecise, and those models and the fittings don't, like, that's not a snug fit. It's just, they could have just made this a flat piece. I would have rather dealt with a flat piece, or at least a regular socket, like a regular, ball and socket joint. But no, it's a stupid wedge, and it does not, like, you can't position it to where it hides in there, right? And if you're gonna pin, now you're talking about, you have to pin this weird edge here. or you have to file that edge down, throw the pin caddy corner into the arm, and then slide the arm in this way. None of those are very good options. So their metal kits were really pretty bad, and that's not Black Canary was one of the we'll say one of the mildest offenders of that. But you can see like just the thinking like, oh, instead of just doing a regular joint that humans can pin, let's try to make this weird wedge shape that has a cup in the middle that doesn't fit the other part of the fitting, and you get where I'm going. It's upsetting. All right, so we'll work on Bab. If you have any first edition models you don't want, let me know. I actually have a bunch. I'd have to spend some time going through and looking at what I have. I don't know how much of it's viable. Like I had a Wonderland crew, and you could still use the Tetch, I suppose, but nobody else. There's nobody else on that crew that's usable for the game, which is a shame because I really did like the White Rabbit sculpt. I guess I have to decide if this Batgirl gets pupils. The way I painted her, typically she usually does not get pupils. But sometimes I just do it. Sometimes I just do a pupil in there. Whoa. Okay. That got a little out of control right there. My brush slipped, and that did not work the way I hoped it would work. Let's see. Unless you have the cards. I don't know if I have the cards. I might. I guess yeah, I mean it wouldn't be the end of the world to translate the, first edition cards to third edition. Really, for the most part, it's just a movement conversion, and then you have to make sure that the keywords and all of that still work. Okay. That's not bad. I am on Discord. Yes, sir. I am on the Discord. I'm not in the Warboss Tay Discord. I'm in the Plate Painted Discord. Let's see. Oh, you're licensed to sell the upgrade cards. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Okay. I mean, I have a bunch of I had, what was available on the internet with those upgrade cards. I have that all printed out and ready to go. But, I don't know how serious I would be about, playing, say, Wonderland Crew or, or many of those other models that animated series models, those other models. I don't know how they're cool. I am not on the Arkham Rejects Discord. Well, that's cool. So are you? So there's a fan site that's making those cards for like Catman, who was one of my favorites, and the other models that didn't make it into second or third. Okay. I just don't know if Babs... Does Babs get pupils? It's a legitimate question. I'm inclined to say no. I think she looks cooler without pupils in this costume. But I can also see yes, Let's put pupils on her. Let's make her look like there's a person in there wearing this cowl. I do not know. I made them all but Arkham Rejects. Just a BMG fan group. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. You can post a link to that Discord in the chat if you want. And I can also give you my Discord number if you want it. I believe my number is 4881. And make sure I'm not lying to you. Oh, I can just oh, cool. Okay, looks like my little airbrush student is doing well. That's good for her. Okay, and what I'll do, this is my that's my Discord contact. If you want to send me the invite to the Arkham Rejects group, that would be cool. Definitely check that out. Maybe send some of my friends over as well. Because right now we've all kind of picked up the fever for 3rd edition, so we're playing a lot of 3rd edition in our area, and we're getting to learn. Like, we're still very much in the learning phases of the game. I've been teaching 1 to 2 people a week, and when I say teaching, that's very loose. I mean, I'm still learning the game myself, but I can at least help navigate the very basic mechanics of 3rd edition. But it's just so much fun. Whoa. Yeah, it has been very, very fun to play Batman. I wasn't that big into 2nd edition. Me and my friends we were playing 1st edition Batman, and it was okay for what it was. And then 2nd edition came out, and we got excited. We're like, oh, cool. Maybe they'll fix a bunch of stuff in 2nd edition. And for a little while there, it seemed like they did, but then I don't know. It just felt like 2nd edition just got away from them. They didn't, it was supposed to be streamlined from 1st edition, but it never got to a point where we felt like we were playing a tight, cohesive game. There were, every crew coming out had new objective types, and there was all this just extra stuff that did need to be there, and the games felt like they dragged 6 turns where you're just basically kind of dry humping objectives for 6 turns, and it just got into a slogfest. 3rd edition so far seems like a breath of fresh air because of the objective deck mechanic, and then 4 turns, and the way activations are now, activations being so swift, and combat being a lot more brutal and decisive. Those were, in our book, in my estimation, those were good changes for the game, and it's definitely drawn me back into it. And I love, the fact is, as much as I complain about these miniatures, I still really enjoy, collecting and painting them. Got to play a little bit of Birds of Prey tonight, but really, I wasn't really playing Birds of Prey. I was playing the old Siren set, and just threw in Huntress. Old Siren set, so the 2 plants, Ivy, Catwoman, and Harley, and then threw in the threw in Huntress, and I used the movie rules instead of the comic, and then because henchmen, and then and those 2 plants. So basically everything was Eternal. There was a proxy, and then there was modern Catwoman. Because I went with modern Catwoman instead of the one out of the box. Because I like the sculpt better. Liking the sculpt better influences like 99% of my decisions for which version actually makes it into the crew. All right, see if I can. I'm gonna have to do this off camera, guys, because there's just so much tight little detail, and I don't want to screw it up. I want that bat to be visible, and I want to have a nice clean line there. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but we'll try. It's a shame that only I think only Oracle of the bat, of the Barbara Gordon stuff is not Eternal. So obviously this Batgirl, and I believe New 52 Batgirl also Eternal. So that's kind of a bummer. Okay, let me just cut around the bat symbol, and I promise we'll be back on camera. I promise. Yeah, very, very quiet night tonight. Nice sort of quiet ending to the July painting challenge. I guess I have to take a physical count of the models I finished during the challenge. I estimate it's probably in the 150 area. Because Mythic Battles Pantheon, the two big boxes combined is 123 miniatures. So it's going to be, and I know I've done at least 27 just miniatures from other lines. So I'm probably going to be in the 150 plus area, which is not bad, right? That's basically, for 31 days, it's about 5 miniatures a day. So good output, and hopefully and I'm pretty pleased with the quality of their results as well. So yeah, this is all pretty simple stuff. Painting all back here. Like, I like the pose in theory. It's a really nice pose. It's just a pain to build and to take care of. Like, it's even, kind of a pain to store because you want to throw it in the same trays as like your foam, the same foam trays as like your other models that go on 30mm bases. But with the cape up in the air and the body like really really pretty much leaning forward, it can be very challenging to find the right the right foam cell square to deal with this. Ooh, making all kinds of mistakes here. There. It's okay. I'll just touch up the underside of the cloak, which needed touch up anyway. But yeah, we'll paint some Babs. Little Babs Gordon here. Oops. I went too far on the leggings. Went too far down the leggings with the black. It's hard to tell where these leggings actually. Oh, okay, I see it now. I see it now. It's kind of a weird angle, but let's finish that up. Yeah, it can be very difficult to see where the boot really begins and ends because the shape is so strange. It's not, it's not like a wedge that I just have to keep my eye on. It's that weird slot thing. Okay. But she seems to be, at least from a base coat standpoint, seems to be coming together pretty nicely. She's just a very, she's a very simple model in terms of just the basic coloring and design, but she does just have a lot of weird intricacies about her. Let's do this battery. So yeah, just for base coats, it's okay. She's really wobbling. I'm sure on a really warm day, she'll just bend over on that tactical rock. Right, she'll just do it basically. The whole miniature will somersault backwards. Just the way she's posed. That said, I really do like the idea of having having the cape up in the air and flowing like that. It looks rather nice. It's just kind of a pain to deal with. As much as I love red and black. Yellow and black. Okay, we got some black down, we got some yellow down. Alright. Yeah, we'll just do this quiet little evening. It's the last day of the July painting challenge. Why not? Okay. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting because I really should probably give myself the day off painting and do something else in the evening. Right? Give myself a well-earned rest after all of that. After all the days of hobby that we just went through. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's let that dry for a second. And no, I don't think I'm gonna touch Doom Patrol right now. Let's just keep working on this guy. Or on this lady. Sorry. Now where's my other Aggaros dunes? No. Oh, stuff falling off my table. I don't see it. I don't see the other Aggaros dunes. There we go. Where did it go? Okay. You guys are awful quiet tonight. Okay. Well, let's just oh wait, is that it? No. Dang it. I can't find it. Which is weird. It should totally be up here somewhere. But oh, there it is. Cool. How did that happen with the tab? I feel like the tab glued itself in like a really crooked manner. Well, because I think she's supposed to be running straight up and down, which is, I mean, it's not bad that she's at this weird kind of, we'll call it a Dutch angle. She's at this weird, like, Dutch angle. Let's just get this first part of the basing down. All right. Cool. So we're going to let that dry. And then now let's get the, I'm wondering if the yellow I should use, if I should use like a golden yellow or just a really bright yellow. I'm leaning towards, because this is Batgirl, I am leaning towards just like a really bright yellow. Let's see how it looks. All right, so here we go. You know, I have a video on this channel of me painting the metal version of this model and how challenging that was. Obviously, this is less challenging because the assembly was very was easier. Still a couple of weird spots in putting together Knight Models kits. But overall, not like the worst. Hey, what's up, Sean? Okay. So you putting together the big old Batman. Is it done now? Looks like you had just about finished putting it together. It's a cool stylistic choice in theory, but actually, you know, I've built and painted that model before, and it did kind of drive me insane. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Hold on. Let's get a reasonable undercoat. Batman model was a pain. I'm sure it was, sir. Okay. So let's just put something down, a good opaque background, so that the yellow will hide better, will cover better. The way these boots are cut is just so weird. Right? It feels like these boots were not meant to be, I don't know what you call that term here, but like flush with the calf. I don't think that's what they were going for, but that's what they ended up with. Right? Shouldn't I think the knee goes all the way up to here on this particular costume. I think it goes all the way up to there. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I do remember that these yellow boots would go significantly up the leg. Get your green stuff smoke. Yeah, it's a shame that these kits are really not very good, like repeatable, consistent, high quality. They're actually nowhere near that. They have really, you know, talented folks that are helping put together the designs of their. I lost my train of thought, but let's let that dry for a second. Your Discord isn't allowing you to add. Uh-oh, I don't know what that means. What are you trying to do? You're trying to add me to that group? Try sending me a friend request. Maybe you can add me if you friend me. You can try that. Yeah, this is a good undercoat for that Discord. I'm sorry for that that contrast paints cyan in yellow. Okay, trying to add me. Yeah, I don't see anything pending. No. Yeah, I don't see any of that. Are you in? Let me see if I can at least add you to the Play It Painted Discord. So let's let me copy that link. Yeah, that free agent 088. Yeah, that looks right. You're working on Red Hood. Cool. Try that link. That's the link to the Play It Painted Discord. Okay. Just letting this dry. Okay. I it in yellow. Here we go. So this I end in yellow does a decent job of. There you go. You made it. You're now on the Discord. All right. So now you. It looks like. Okay. There. Now you got the friend request. Cool. Now we're gonna. Now you should be able to invite me. All right. Let's do some like kind of careful highlights on Batgirl here. We're gonna use this color here, Luftwaffe uniform. Luftwaffe uniform. Okay. You've invited me. I think I see it. There we go. Arkham Rejects. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for the invite. I will definitely come and hang out in here and check it out. Very cool, sir. All right. And yeah, what was I doing? I was gonna. Did you get games in? Yes, sir. Well, I got in 3 turns of a demo game, but we're gonna count it because demo games are also very fun. So finally got to give Nelson a little bit of a refresher on BMG, and he's picking up 3rd edition, and it's super fun. Sounds like he's buying a Joker crew off of Chris, which sounds like I will be painting a Joker crew here shortly. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for that. Thanks for the link there, Emperor Highlander. I will definitely check that out. There's you know, I'm probably not going to field it often, but, you know, one of my favorite models to play was Catman in Batman First Edition, and I've been anxiously awaiting. You know, I thought maybe they would finally do something for him in Second Edition, and they just did not, and that hurt a lot. And I used to play Secret Six, really enjoyed Secret Six, and then that wasn't a thing either. So you could hear the frustration in my voice. So, anyways, yeah, let's just paint a few layers on Batgirl here. You know, get some fun lighting going on her. He wants all the clowns. He does. Well, yeah, that's very much Nelson's style. He's always really liked playing Joker crews in Batman, so it makes sense that he would want to continue that. He liked Joker and even like Black Mask, so he liked some organized crime stuff. I don't know what his favorite. I don't know. Besides Joker, I don't know what his favorite, like his favorite crew or his favorite villain was in Batman. If he had, you know, it's probably Joker first, and then way down the line, someone else, Penguin or Mr. Freeze or something like that. I am interested in seeing like some more of these decks come out. You know, what's going to happen with the Riddler. Riddler probably, you know, of the, we'll just call them the more standard type crews. Very interested in seeing what they do with Riddler, because I don't think that's gonna. I think it's gonna be a very interesting deck to work with. All right, you liked Freeze. Let's get this yellow down. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's just such a clean look, this black and yellow, right? Love it. Did not like adding the purple. The, you know, purple and going more like purple and yellow. So like New 52 Batgirl just looked like, you know, Batgirl if she was trying to cosplay as Jubilee from X-Men. That's what that reminded me of. Cool. Let's we're doing pretty well here. Let's keep moving on the highlights. So we're gonna give a sharper highlight now for Batgirl. I think I want to use a really light gray, almost a white. Hey, what up, Placebo Pete, man? Somebody else had to hop on here and explain your message to me. So thank you for passing that on, the PSO2 announcement. Yeah, now that my painting challenge is over, Should be able to get back on some PSO2. Maybe stream a little bit of PSO2 on either here or on Twitch. You know how we do. So how you been, man? You been outdoors lately? You doing anything fun? I will admit to you, I've been doing a lot of most recently. Been playing a lot more tabletop games outside. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Jose. I tried to get him out today to come hang with us. We were playing some Batman, but he did not. So I hope he's not dead. He has not responded to me. And you know, in all seriousness, I do actually get worried about the guy because, you know, he does have really severe asthma. So with all the COVID stuff going on, like, I'm always a little bit worried. If you can't find your wallet and you don't care. Damn, man, you're all about this neat life now. That's wild, man. No, I've been getting so many miles out of my portable gaming table. Sean knows. You know, I was getting pretty good miles out of it before, even when we used to just meet up at CQ on Thursday nights and playing Guild Ball on that table. Now that table is like a necessity because you can't game in the store currently. So I'm bringing that table with me, and we're like meeting up for games and, you know, trying to live the life. I'd say we're not all that unsuccessful. Like, we're doing all right, honestly. We had a Guild Ball tournament a couple weeks ago, and like I said, we've been playing a lot of Batman. Like a lot of Batman. We got you know, the regular meta looks like Bing, Chris, myself, and then, you know, Sean when he can make it down, and then we got Matt, we got Nelson now. Like, we're doing all right. I want to get Cody and Kevin into the game. But I don't know. Kevin's pretty resistant. Not Placebo Pete. I'm talking about a different Kevin. Guild Ball. We'll call him Guild Ball Kevin. Guild Ball Kevin, who kicks all of our asses in Guild Ball. He's like, "What are you guys playing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're playing Batman right now because it's super fun." But yeah, that's our existence right now, dude. We are just trying to get by and get in some games and some good times. There's so many just little details and edges and all that kind of stuff on her. But yeah, this game is very fun. It's very quirky. It's a very quirky game. Like, it has some very interesting scenarios pop up that I don't think the designers had fully worked through by the time this game came out. But that said, it's still super fun. The hardest part about the game is just kind of figuring out your resources and everything to me to do anything in this game, like to get character cards or to find the models that you need for your crew, for all that other kind of stuff, it feels like you have to like work sideways to get all that stuff. There's no, you know what I mean? When you're getting into a new miniatures game, it's usually like, um, go to this website, pull up the crew builder. Crew builder is often official. You know, all the cards are up to date. Here's where you get your you know, your upgrade kit, and here's where you can find the models that you're looking for. But everything that I just described is just quirky because of Night Models. Night Models is they just they're wired different. Their brains are different. They don't break models correctly. They're, well, not correctly, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so, everything is just so yeah, quirky. You got to tell Kevin play Heroes, and he won't have to buy a lot of models. Let's see, I need some damn income. I would be down to eventually pick up Gorilla Grodd or Mr. Freeze. Yes! I have I have the like all those character cards printed. So that would be pretty cool. I don't think Kevin's really worried about the hero count. I mean the model count. It's just he isn't 100% sold on the theme and the models. And so he's like, yeah, it had better be a damn good game to get me into it, because it's got to be, you know, and he's using Guild Ball as the standard there. And frankly, it as a system, you know, as a clean system, it's not going to be able to compete with Guild Ball, in my opinion. So I think he'll probably be kind of disappointed there. Whoa. Okay, so you can see I've just got some sharp edges on the model. I'm going to blend it all down, so I know it looks, right now it looks hyper exaggerated and fairly bad, but we're going to calm it all down. Just trying to get these really sharp edges here. She's a very simple scheme, but her design, her actual design, if you're going to go in and highlight, which is probably not recommended because of all the teeny tiny little details. Ugh. Let me just darken that up, blend it back in. Okay. Okay. It's not bad. Maybe one more. Well, I don't know. She needs a wash to kind of settle down the whole thing, but she's looking pretty cool. Right? Still looking pretty cool. All right. Let us finish this model. We'll just have a nice quiet little evening. Weird questions. Can free agents be a leader? That is a very weird question, and I'm struggling to make sense of it. Because you're talking about, can one rank be another rank? Typically, what you'll see is certain characters that can be, one rank or another rank. So, you can have a character who is either a sidekick or a boss. You typically don't have free agents that become leaders unless it's a specialized team. Usually you just don't see it. So I'm not sure if I answered your question. Like perfect, what comes to mind immediately for me is, you have Mad Hatter, who used to be a leader in second edition. He was, well, first edition, he was a leader. And then second edition, they changed him into a free agent, but that meant he couldn't be a leader anymore. So they permanently dethroned, Dr. Tetch there, which made me very sad. But it's okay, as long as it, at least they didn't torture and kill him. That got dark quick. If I made a Central City team, would it be a legal team? I don't know enough about Central City and what exact configuration you're talking about to be able to answer that, Sean. But the best thing I could say is go to the builder and see if it allows you to build that crew that you want to build. That's it. Okay. All right. So I have to put up my summary video for the July painting challenge, which is basically just going to be a slideshow of everything that I painted during the challenge, and maybe some voiceover. Oh crud, some voiceover about what I felt were the highlights of my challenge and what was really great about it, what was my favorite parts about it, what was my least favorite parts I would want to change for next year, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not award-winning stuff here, but it's Batgirl, right? It's Batgirl. As long as you got Batgirl, you're cool. But yeah, Placebo Pete, if you're ever interested in playing and you're in the Orange County area, let me know. Be happy to set up a time to meet with you and give you a demo of the game. I want to play some Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is hilarious. But yeah, we're actually just gonna make this little, it's like a quiet little celebration for those of us who have made it through the July painting challenge. This is officially the last model that I'm gonna paint for the July painting challenge, because Doom Patrol, they're gonna wait. There you go. So I'm gonna let her dry, seal her up, and I'll throw her in the slideshow. Actually, no, she's not gonna make the slideshow. You're living life as a hermit more than ever. Wow. I guess maybe I just take a picture of her drying. and go, this is literally the last model painted in my 31-day challenge. I'll do a physical count on the models, but I estimate I'm north of 150 models in 31 days. So I'm not sure what that final number is. So I'm taking bets. If you think I broke 200 models and not like physically broke, but painted 200 models in the 31 days, we'll give you an over-under or something on that. All right. So let's take this picture. Babs is all shiny here. Final model still drying. All right. All right, everybody. Nice quiet evening. But yeah, we'll take a little bit of a break. We finished 31 days of straight hobby. It's been quite a journey. I have a Mythic Battles Pantheon giant set that we can play. I've got that miniature, that Revelations War game that's going to be on Kickstarter next month, and I actually got to learn the rules for that, so I'll spend some time studying up on that. So, all right, folks, that is going to do for this video. Yeah, I know, we're calling it early. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody.